Now, here's the other part that's very disappointing when we look at this evolution thing and science in general. John Huntsman, who is also a Republican candidate for presidential nominee, said, the minute the Republican Party becomes the anti-science party, we have a huge problem. Well, you know what, John Huntsman?
Didn't that happen like a few decades ago?
You have a huge problem. That's exactly right. And the craziest part of it is that the one Republican presidential candidate who actually acknowledges that climate change is a man-made problem, that science needs to be a key part, or being anti-science cannot be a part of any reasonable political platform, has absolutely no chance of winning. He has no chance, Lewis. Huntsman is not going to be the nominee.
Right.
But he's the only guy who seems to be reasonable about this. He was on, I think it was one of the Sunday morning talk shows with Rick Perry, and he was responding to comments from Rick Perry, and he said, I think there's a serious problem. The minute that the Republican Party becomes the anti-science party, we have a huge problem. We lose a whole lot of people who would otherwise allow us to win the election in 2012. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't actually know if there are moderates who are on the line for voting for Republicans in 2012 that would be swayed by a position on science. I actually don't know that I agree with that. I think the problem is that the voters are also anti-science in great part. So I don't actually think that all of a sudden, if the Republican Party embraces logic, research, and the scientific method, that they are going to sway all of these moderate voters. I really don't know that I see it. What do you think?
Yeah, I guess so. If they were going to sway anyone, I think it would be a negligible amount of people.
Again, when we're looking at swing states and close elections, any small group, even the moderates who will be swung by science, could make a difference. The thing is, I think they would lose a lot of people if all of a sudden the Republican Party says, science is the way. We follow science instead of, I don't know, a biblical, a literal interpretation of the Bible.
Right.
I think they will lose people, and it's not clear it will be a net gain.
Right. There's going to be an equal and opposite reaction, right?
Absolutely.
So hard to say what the effect will be.